Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to...
Did you hear that?
Did you hear that?
Just the wind, Blossius. Cool your boots.
Welcome back to Divinity Original
Since
Sin.
when does the wind sound the same as a stray dog hungry for bones? My bones.
Oh, for the love of Grognar.
Alright, let's go ahead and talk to you again.
Back again? You can't frighten me this time. Did I stutter? Deliver the letter to...
Okay, did that go to someone else? Did that go to Hanako? No?
Blossius. Cool your boots.
Since when does the wind sound the same as a stray
Oh,
dog
Blossius's
hungry
will.
for bones?
A well-cared-for
My
piece of
bones.
thick, expensive parchment, the likes of which a common soldier would have had to scrimp and save to afford. Okay. Alright, let's talk to
Tread
you.
lightly, will ya? Any sudden movement is liable to give Blossius there a heart attack. Or, you know, a rib attack.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that. Who are you, and who's Blossius?
Well, who we are now is certainly different from who we used to be. We were elite soldiers, Blossius and I. 2 troops in a regiment of Selenia's finest guards.
Okay.
We agreed to inspect this church. Selenia had an inkling the undead outbreak might have started here, and while we never completed our mission, I'm certain she was right. Near the bridge just behind us, an undead monstrosity has made its own hellscape around a shrine of bones used for gods know what terrible purpose. Perhaps to control each of the ghouls that haunt these lands.
What happened to the rest of your regiment?
Same as what happened to us. Partly, anyhow. We were lost trying to gain ground against the Molten Devil King presiding over the courtyard behind us. One of our soldiers ingeniously applied a piece of equipment to the ground, clearing a temporary path through the lava. Her plan seemed to work and we made progress into the Hellbeast's arena, but soon we were too far in with no way out. I've never felt heat like that before, Source Hunter. I've never felt fire in and through my skin, my sinews. And then we were all of us little more than bones. But it was only Blossius and I whose souls awoke in our skeletons once more. The rest remain where they collapsed. The Legion's best skilled fighters, burnt bones beneath a broken turnip cart.
Alright, I will take my leave. That is, yeah, nope, scrolling too far. So, we got these guys here. Charred Bone Archer, level 8. Yeah, now, let's note that that's actually fairly close to the walls of the city. How can't people see this and stuff? I don't know. It's kind of bizarre. I think this area is technically optional, but we'll do it. I don't know if I'll do it right away, though. Might do the church first. Have not decided. But before we do anything else...
Blossius, cool your boots.
I am truly
Since when
fortunate.
does the wind sound the same as a stray dog hungry for bones? My bones.
Oh, for the love of Grognar.
Fire wand. Potatoes. A shield. And we can use this to grind up the wheat.
Did you hear that?
It's just the wind, Blossius.
Wait, what?
Cool your boots.
I can't.
Since when does the
I can't
wind
use the
sound
milk
the
grind
same as a stray dog
grind up
hungry
the
for
wheat.
bones? My
Really?
bones.
Oh, for the
Really?
love of Grognar.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
It's just the wind, Blossius. Cool your boots.
Since when does the wind sound the same as a stray dog?
How
hungry for
about
bones? My bones.
Oh, for the love of
bone.
Grognar.
There's a bone.
Did you hear that?
Okay, that does not function
Just
like
the
a
wind,
mortar and
Blossius.
pestle.
Cool your boots.
What do I know? What do I
Since
know?
when does the wind sound the same as a stray dog hungry
Here
for
I just thought that a
bones?
millstone
My
might
bones.
actually grind up wheat.
Oh, for
But
the
apparently
love
not.
of Grognar.
Alright, you guys need to be quiet. North, Silverglen. East, Cyseal Church. Something about
Source
the
Hunter.
ruins.
I saw something in Cyseal that has puzzled me for some time. Perhaps you might help me understand.
Sure.
Before I was caged by the Screech Woman, I met a man who asked me to spare a coin. I guessed he wanted something to trade for food or clothes.
Yeah.
Yet he seemed no weaker than the other townsfolk. He was not sick or old. How can it be that he cannot hunt his own food? Why does he ask others to do this for him?
He might not know how. The laws of humanity are more complex than those of nature. From time to time, even the able find themselves in need of charity. He who takes to begging will always live a poorer life than he who makes his own way. Your destitute beggar simply took to life's easiest path. I'm going to go with the first one.
I can understand such a thing. Even the best hunter might starve if, by chance, the winter stretches farther than it should. It is rare that a bear would offer a killing to a stranger in need, however. It seems humanity is more generous with its riches.
It can be. I wouldn't say that it is.
Did you hear that?
Okay. So, we picked up a shield. Let's go ahead and identify that. And that is 14% blocking chance, 18% fire resistance, minus 0.5 movement, unbreakable. And it requires some strength. I'm kind of tempted to go pick up some like low-end shields and give them to Hanako, because she does have a spare hand free. You know what? I'm going to save it and read the will. I don't think anything bad happens if you do. How does he stutter in writing? How does he stutter in writing? Darling Marissa, if you are reading this, it means I am gone. But do not despair, dearest, for I will await you in the afterlife with open arms. Look after yourself, Boombly dear. Boombly bear, I'm sorry, and remember that nothing is more precious to me than your happiness. In this interest, please take my locked box and make full use of its contents. The gold therein should sustain you for quite some time. Yours truly, Blasius. I'm not going to read out the stuttering. That seems insensitive.
Quite an important document to entrust to a stranger. With a quill and ink, one could easily alter it.
Easy, but grotesquely immoral. It'd be monstrous to take any money from that widow. Why, that's brilliant. He'll never find out if we list our own names as the inheritors of his fortune. Easy, but grotesquely immoral. Yep.
Agreed. Let's deliver the will in good faith and speak no more about it.
Compassionate. Alright, now is compassionate what I want? Crit chance. 3% heartless is backstabbing. Yeah, that's worthless. Crit chance is definitely better. Got no points in heartless. Excellent. Alright. I do not know where Marissa is. I will have to find her. Probably off camera. Let's see. Have I been up here? Well, I haven't checked those containers. Just checking to see if there's anything back here. There's not. Alright. Let's go check these containers. And again, gonna hold off on this. There's water around, but seems like a pain in the butt to deal with at the moment. And there's still a few more things that we can look at.
I'll get another grog now.
Your stars shine brightly today.
Tomato. Trap disarm toolkit, and nothing. Alright. Alright, so we next want to go back to the grove. There we go. And work our way up here. Check out what these undead were guarding. Door to Mortician's hut. I do not have a key for that. There's an ooze barrel there. I do not see a key around here. There's a trap there. Let's see, Summon Undead Warrior skill book. Broken bottle. There's a lever there. Some containers. I think that's producing water. Thelyron's secret chest. Oh. Thelyron, huh? Okay, well. Back to the north gate. Let's go visit Thelyron. I'm pretty sure I stole from him. So I would have gotten a key.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman bear.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter?
Let's see. Let's discuss your apprentice,
Far
Evelyn.
be it from her to tell her master what in the seventh name she's up to. The girl flew from here like she just heard the location of the Philosopher's Stone. She even left her pouch unattended in the next room. Most unlike her, to be sure. I wish I were more surprised the girl turned out to be a serpent. Pathetic to derive one's knowledge and power from some freakish cult. Yet even after her death, the undead continue to plague Cyseal, do they not? Clearly she held even less power than I or anyone else had suspected.
And what about her pouch?
She usually keeps it within sight at all times. Very strange she'd leave it behind. It's in the next room if you'd like to take a look.
And where do you think she could have run off to?
I'd try her house, for starters. It's not far from here. I'll mark the location on your map. Me?
Tell me about yourself.
Why, I'm more than a little surprised you haven't heard of me.
I think we've
It
talked
was
about
I
these
who cured
things,
the
but-
Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst. Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn. Certainly, what would you like to know? I've applied myself to that problem for I declare it an act of the Almighty's, if I believed in such things. Some event. Another family restored? Yes.
Nope. Alright. So nothing there. Oh, is there... No, I have been in here.
I wouldn't want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir with too much wormwood.
Can I close this door? Thank you. Alright, is there anything that I missed in here? I missed opening. Doesn't look like it.
She'll realize soon enough that her little party tricks hardly make her worthy of such grave
checked all of those. Check that. The one thing that I haven't done is actually check that thing. So could that be what's hiding the key? May need to look this up. So I know I've been in there, and I could teleport in.
Somewhere. I wouldn't want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir.
All right, let's save it, because if this doesn't get me anything, then what's the point?
The earth here seems to have been... As you prepare to break ground, you plunge your shovel into the earth.
So that would give me Heartless, though. Do a lot of damage. Alright. That doesn't seem to get me anything. So, yeah. I think last time everyone died, so I didn't want to do that. Let's see. Heartless. But I still have way more compassion. I'm still way more compassionate, so... Can I do anything with that? No. Alright. So that doesn't get me anything. That is just a trap. It's a trap! Alright. So where could it be? Oh, I missed an eye in here. Not that. I want to be invisible.
Spirits of shadow conceal me!
Fine. I think I pickpocketed him, but I don't think that I got anything. Alright, well, there are other ways to do things. Let's go check out what level that door is. Because maybe I can pick it. Lock level 2. Yes, alright. End of time. So when in doubt, get Wallgraph. It does help to not have to do this, but... Oh. I missed some things in there. Before I do that... How did I never pick these up?
Question has me stumped, milady. Why
Those are valuable.
are there two of us? Two beings that record all of history parallel to one another.
That is a good question, Zigzags. One without a conclusive answer, though its resolution may lie in conception.
Alright.
Where you chronicle...
Glad that I found those now. I missed them before. Alright, Hall of Heroes. Come on down here. And Medora.
Gongs, you nearly startled me out of my boots.
I need you to leave the present for the. Need you to leave the party for the moment.
You call to AuldDragon. He awaits your queries.
Require
A wide
services.
smile showing
18,000 XP. 18,000 XP, and he doesn't go up a level. That's just kind of goes to show you how much we XP we're getting from stuff right now. It's a lot. All right, back to the Grove. I need to give him my lockpicks. Because I can do, like, level 1 stuff with the party and that we currently have. Alright, Woolgraph. Let's get up there. Alright. Let's separate you. Okay, I have spotted a trap. Alright, before I go in there, it did just make an autosave, but I'm going to... Alright, so this should stop it eventually. Water should go away. Let me see. It's an elemental mine. In the meantime...
More junk!
Grab that. Alright. Butter knife. 9-inch nails.
One man's trash is another man's trash.
Okay. Let's wait for it to trigger again.
This shack looked abandoned, but it seems to be a secret laboratory of some kind.
Let's get out of there in case that is... Nope, alright. Penny bun mushroom. Broom.
I guess someone else
Glass.
got there first.
Wooden figurine. Broad skull. Jawless skull. Strong mail bracers. Empty bottle. Empty bottle. Summon undead warrior skill book. Letter addressed to Thelyron. Empty potion bottle. Alright. And go ahead and click on the wrong thing, of course, as you do. Alright, what do we have? 125 gold. Nothing. Alright. I did have his key for that. Wait. There's also this. Hurry up. Thelyron's diary and a letter addressed to Thelyron. 9-inch nails. Some bones. Anything else that I can open up? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and get out. Okay, so what did we pick up? We have letter addressed to Thelyron, unsent lender to the Conduit, and letter addressed to Thelyron. I don't know if these are the same, but let's go ahead and read them. Thelyron, I am sending you a new apprentice. She's more powerful than you by tenfold, but appearances are appearances, and I don't want to raise a single eyebrow. Do not deviate, Doctor, or you may find yourself in a rather unfortunate situation indeed. Brachus Rex will see the light of day once more. You will serve so that he may serve she who is greater than us all. Signed, the Conduit. Through blood her power flows. Through blood her triumph grows. To the good Dr. Thelyron, you have denied my divinity, but you were wise not to deny my power. I await eagerly for the results of your search. Patience, however, has never particularly become me. I expect that finding Brachus Rex would have been a matter of weeks, not months, for a researcher as practiced as yourself. I have left you with bloodstones of such power that reviving him sufficiently to answer a simple query should hardly have been a problem. I hope I won't regret entrusting this to you, Doctor. Signed, the Conduit of the Goddess. Through blood her power flows, through blood her triumph grows. Unsent letter to the Conduit. To the Conduit of the Goddess, or however you prefer to call yourself. It has taken some time, but I have nearly fulfilled my promise. Brachus Rex has been located, and I am prepared to restore him. Once I've acquired the information you seek, I will write to you immediately. If you desire to return to his remains, you will need to know the way. Here is what you must do. Enter the ancient church in the outskirts of Cyseal. On 4 of its walls, you'll find 4 unique paintings. Lift these and press the buttons beneath. This will move the altar in the middle of the flooring, far enough for you to enter the lair below. Once inside, your amulet will be sufficient to deactivate the barrier. Enter the door within, and Brachus Rex will await you. I have heard of the White Witch's fate, and I have no desire to cross you, as she must have. I am not like your sister. I will not disappoint you in this matter. Until we speak again, Dr. Thelyron Hashnator. And Thelyron's diary. 9 Aventurous. My research continues to weave down interesting and long-forgotten paths. Night after night I find myself drawn into esoteric tomes, convinced, perhaps foolishly, that one will yield the kernel I need. The eternal secret. If it is to be found, I will find it. 22 Aventurous. A monumental day. In my searching I uncovered a tome containing the arcane mythology of those wretched sorcerer kings who nearly undid all of Rivellon. These myths, once widely believed by credulous peasants, have long been dismissed and discredited. Still, I promised myself that I'd leave no stone unturned in my pursuit of knowledge. The volume looked as though it had received the same treatment as the barbaric King Brachus, whipped, burned, left to dangle in the wind, and hastily buried. The tome, the Book of the Immaculates, it's called, claimed most insistently that a starstone, a petty crystal, could be imbued with the essence of life and used to heal men, even those teetering on the brink of death. At first I dismissed the proclamation as superstition. Still, as the hours wore on, the idea began to seem less and less ridiculous. I'm just trying to get it so that that trap doesn't keep going off. Still, these stones, mere shards, most often, appear in more than one mythology. Here, the fallen tears of the Almighty. There, the rejected stars of the cosmos. No matter the fiction, they always seem to retain some otherworldly origin. Fortunately, a starstone was hardly difficult to come by. I wrenched a shard the length of my finger from an old dagger passed down to me by generations of Hashnators before me. I inspected it closely, but still no special property appeared to my naked eye. The book's instructions were clear enough, and I followed them exactly. It was no pleasure to slit the throat of one of Bertia's panicked roosters, but when I held in my hand a starstone turned from a dull blue to a deep swirling red, a stone that seemed to throb alive in my very hand, the discomfort of the sacrifice vanished entirely. Bloodstone. 15 Junar. I'm not too modest to say that my renown has spread far. Who else can heal the sick, the wounded, the nearly dead within a matter of minutes? Who else can return the spirit of life to a vessel nearly undone? And what about a vessel that has been undone? Though I have yet to make the attempt, I grow curious about the stone's true power. If it can heal wounds of every make and manner, might it also heal the ultimate wound? Might it also reverse death? Even now as I write, her smoke and spices haunt me. Malia calls to me. She wants to come home. 20 Junar. A strange guest has joined me. She said she knew of my methods, and that she, messenger of the goddess, could help me achieve the new heights of healing, as long as I promised to serve her. Naturally, my first guess was that she'd been touched by madness. Me serve some false prophet? Unlikely. But despite her claims, the woman, calling herself the Conduit, does seem to know how to manipulate bloodstone in astounding ways. On her first night here, she took me at midnight to a forgotten cemetery outside Cyseal's walls. I carried the shovel, she the bloodstone. Before morning's first light, and to my amazement, she had raised a long-decayed skeleton into a walking automaton. The creature was grotesque, no more alive now than it had been for the last 100 years, but animated nonetheless. I must wonder, after what I've seen, if this mysterious stranger might hold the key I've been looking for. Life after death. Life beyond death. The idea has set my mind ablaze. 20 Vernus. She has promised me everything, that is to say, the only thing I have ever wanted. The conduit says that she knows the secret to reanimating a corpse, not only with life, but with soul. She knows I would do anything to earn this information, but since I would not be fooled by her little act as some goddess's messenger, she has asked me to earn her secret in another way. I have now labored for the conduit a full month, and have made surprising headway towards fulfilling her request. Soon enough, my end of the bargain will be complete, and then will come hers. 27 Vernus. The path that leads toward Brachus Rex is terrible and twisted, fraught with fiends, each more horrible than the last, but I seek them each by each, and I raise them one by one, and every second I stare into their vile, hell-sent face brings me closer to him. I will speak to the Source King. I will wrench from him the secret of the conduit. I will wrench from him the secret the conduit so craves, and when I present it to her, she will give me what I desire. 5 Vernus. How can it be that a year has passed? How could I have been so close to finding Brachus Rex, yet so impossibly far from him? How long must Cyseal suffer the plague of undead I have unleashed upon their doors in my pursuit? The conduit has grown impatient and sent her watchdog Evelyn to make sure I am adhering to my promise. The daggers she sets upon me with her every gaze will hardly hasten my progress. I am as desperate as anyone to raise the Source King. Well,
That kindly doctor. We've got to confront him.
I don't know if confronting him is going to be the best plan. But, Undertaker's Hut. We have gotten some things. We could try to have him arrested, perhaps. For the moment, though, I'm going to swap out Wolgraf, and we will have someone else in the party. Well, we'll have Medora back in the party when we come back. See you then, everyone.